It is a high-flying, fast-moving game that is catching on like crazy in local high schools. With lingo like poach, scuba, and airbender, these players have a language all their own. So what's the game? It's ultimate frisbee, and Mike Berk has our story.
Turns out one of the Tri-State's fastest growing sports is also its most inclusive.
They treat me just like one of them, and it's pretty awesome.
It's year number 5 for the Mason Comets Ultimate Frisbee team, and Coach Kevin Hackman has been nurturing it along every step of the way. It's at the point now where he can run a full practice scrimmage. That wasn't always the case in the early years.
As the team started winning and kids came out and had a lot more fun, they started recruiting friends and bringing other people. And
now they may have enough people, not to mention credibility, to earn some recognition from the Ohio and Kentucky high school sanctioning bodies. 4 teams started this craze 14 years ago. 33 schools are now fielding teams. And that's not going ignored at the next level.
Cincinnati actually has a scholarship for players going to college to play.
That's what Ashley Waxman is hoping for when she hits Clifton in the fall.
A little small scholarship, and I just write an essay and tell them why I love Ultimate.
Not sure what Alabama wants from Landon Sagal, but he's heading to Tuscaloosa in the fall and taking his Frisbee with him.
So Roll Tide has Ultimate Frisbee?
Yes, they do.
They also have officials at the next level, but here they go without.
Now you officiate the games yourselves, much like pickup basketball.
Yeah.
Are you honest?
Yes, I try to be as honest as I possibly can, and that's a big part of the game is the spirit.
And don't forget the inclusion. Ashley can now let the boys play with her.
I was actually in Florida over spring break, and there was a game of Ultimate, and I was like, oh, hey, I'll play. And they're like, girls don't play Ultimate. I'm like, that's funny because I play Ultimate.
Yes, they do. And in the Tri-State, the co-ed teams are playing it at an awfully high level. In Mason, Mike Berk, Local 12 Sports.
You know, if you're a Buckeye fan hoping to find out your quarterback for next season at tomorrow's spring game, hold your horses. Urban Meyer says that decision won't come until August. Our first look at the Buckeyes since their national championship win over Oregon. Now, the game at Ohio Stadium will feature quarterback skills challenge at halftime. Taking part, Cardell Jones, J.T. Barrett, and 06 Heisman winner Troy Smith. Braxton Miller still rehabbing that injured shoulder. All 3 should be ready when the preseason camp rolls around. Meyer more concerned right now about the big fellas up front.
The offensive line, you hear stories about the cohesive offensive line. When you hear that story, that's absolutely correct, which I think we're a great example the last 3 years, extremely close group that has a little chemistry going. You lose that completely because you're sticking some guys in there that aren't quite ready yet. And same thing with the defensive line. Those are the 2 areas that you just lose. So that's why sometimes it looks really bad.
Well, how do you follow up a record-setting performance at the Masters? Well, if you're Jordan Spieth, you just keep it rolling at the RBC Heritage. Par 4-8, the short game, lovely, 5 under par. On the final hole of the day, approach on the 9th. Those wedge play, it has been absolutely spot on. He would go on to birdie, all part of a second round 62. He is 6 under par, 6 shots back of leader Troy Merritt.